Sub chat.
Tiny winged creatures flickering across security cameras, elves peeking shyly from behind rocks, and a so-called mummified fairy buried in the English countryside. These are real fairies caught on camera we can no longer ignore. This first piece of footage was just captured back in August, and take a look at this thing. Gotta say, whatever this tiny creature is, it does really look kind of fairy-like. Comes from a home security camera in British Columbia, Canada, owned by a man named Steve McBeath. He wasn't hunting for mythical creatures, of course. His cameras are there to catch burglars or raccoons, but one night the camera captured something unlike anything he'd ever seen before. Outside of storybooks, that is. The camera is pretty straightforward. Whenever it detects motion, Steve gets a notification on his phone, and it will tell him if it's an animal or a person. Most of the time, it's nothing all that interesting. All sorts of critters are constantly moving past it, he said, explaining he'd seen cats, dogs, raccoons, and deer go by on a regular basis. There had been a few serious moments, though. Steve says the camera once caught someone trying to open his car and pull on the handle of his back door. So when his phone buzzed one night with a familiar alert, his stomach dropped. It said it saw a person, Steve said, but it was not a person. When he pulled up the footage, he saw this bright glowing shape cross the frame, and suddenly turn upward and fly straight toward the camera. It was unlike anything I'd ever seen before. It was
I feel like
bizarre.
I'm forgetting to
It looked
do
kind
something.
of humanoid, he said. Steve described it as being very eerily lit, with a shimmering silver color. Watching it back, it's easy to see why people immediately started calling it a fairy. Steve eventually chalked it up to something mundane, probably an insect, but he posted the clip online thinking people would get a kick out of it, and well, here we are, so he was right. A lot of people said it reminded them of Tinkerbell from Peter Pan, but the most heartwarming part of this story is the joy Steve took in showing his grandchildren the clip for the first time. And he went on to say, just look for things that are unusual. You never know where something like this is going to pop up and be a bit of fun. And this is a fun video too. It comes from a man named Erwin Saunders in Britain. Saunders actively goes out into nature looking for fairies and elves, and he carries a camera with him every time. In the video, Erwin heads deep into the forest.
Chat, we've seen this before a while ago. Thought I'd do it, but let's watch this one.
Since you're already playing games anyway, why not earn some
Add
it? All you need to do is download Buff.
Why you keep following me?
Nope.
These hunters claim that they ended a dog man in a Michigan forest.
They say the worst thing you can encounter in the woods is other people.
Blue, we had a lot of dead Bigfoots on the certain side of the mountain that were covered up and recovered quickly by the U.S. government.
Welcome back to the chaos. Tonight we're diving back into the mountains. Not just Appalachia, but around the world.
I do have the right dates on down there.
I don't think I'm going to be getting much sleep tonight.
Somebody save me, save me from myself. Dates alright.
Dogs in here. Guys, there's it right. It's right there. What's that noise? You guys hear that? Stop it. Let it go.
That dog definitely knows something.
Where the heck is it? I can't see it. Hey, hey. Knock it off. Guys hear it? 12 o'clock. Watch them, bros. Watch them.
Alright guys, this video is coming out of Washington State. This guy captured some interesting audio. Something is yelling or screaming from the tree line. People seem to be torn on this one. Some are thinking it's a wolf. Others are saying the lung capacity sounds too big and it's something much bigger. Let me know what you guys think.
Never heard a noise like that before. So now it ain't gonna do it again.
How's everyone tonight, chat?
Yeah, like that. The hell would that be? Wow.
Oh my god. Nope. Nope.
That's it, my dog's out. Quiet, girls.
Yeah, those dogs are definitely like, we need to get out of here.
Looks like that's one to go. What do you guys think that is? Dude, that's crazy stuff. You guys stay or go. Okay, knock it off. I think that one of those had some offspring. Oh my god. That's creepy sounding. Sounds like a fuel.
You know, we live in a world where we can no longer trust our eyes or everything we see on YouTube or TV. But what if that was the whole purpose? What if it's the true deception?
Gotta get my points. So.
These hunters claim that they ended a dogman in a Michigan forest.
Hunters in Michigan wilderness standing over the body of something that should not exist. One hunter held the jaws open to display rows of vicious teeth.
Insane if it's real. Y'all, that looks so real.
Yeah. I don't know about that.
That is freaky.
It's either the A word or
Fucking get it,
that's
girl.
real.
Get it. It's coyote. It's done now. Miley, get over here. They don't sound like no goddamn coyote. The hell she get? She's getting something. Get it, girl. Watch it. Watch it, girl. Get it. Ooh. Damn. Dude, that is fucked up sound. Come on, Miley. Come on, that's too big for you, girl. Come on. Miley, come. The fuck? There's no way, dude. Miley, come on. Let's go. What the fuck was that, girl? It get you?
Yo,
I
homeboy
just
gets sent to
wonder
his
what
dog in the
COD's
face.
gonna
I would
announce
never send
today.
Pearl alone by herself. I think I would go with Pearl. With my 20 gauge, my bayonet. Even though it may overpower me, because it could be a dog man, a Bigfoot or a Sasquatch. But, yo, I won't be sending my dog alone out there. Would you?
On my way.
Stupid ads, bro.
I just can't make out what this thing is. And this thing has started running right along beside of me. Here are the nails of this thing, the toenails. Click, 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 clacking on the road. And I could see it good now. I really didn't want to look at its face. I really didn't want to see its face. But I couldn't help it. It's just like I couldn't help myself. I had to. And, I mean, this thing was tall. It had to be at least 7 feet tall. It towered over the top of my car. And it was running along beside me. It couldn't have been more than 5 or 6 feet off the passenger side of my car. Just, I mean, right even with my passenger side window. I could see it just as clear as day. And I know that if it wanted to, this thing could have reached right in my car window to get out of there. But I didn't dare because I was in this steep curve, and I knew that if I hit the gas, this car probably wasn't going to be
Hey, chat, we're probably gonna watch one more video, one more thing of this. I'm watching another video.
And I was going to be at its mercy. It started to turn its head, and it looked at me. Couldn't help it. I looked full in its eyes. I wish that I hadn't. I wish I'd never seen it. I wish I could erase the picture of what I saw from my mind, but I can't. This thing had great big black eyes, soulless to me, and I just had a sense of evil that came over me. And this thing, when it looked at me, it was like that it could look through me and look to my very soul. And like I said, I just felt like I had been touched
By my
evil.
hand
I don't know
itches.
how else to explain it. And there was such a fear. And I wanted to scream or to holler out or do something. But it just seemed like my mouth just dried up like cotton and there wasn't a sound that would come out. And I wanted to get out of there. I wanted to get away from this thing, but I couldn't because I was afraid I was going to wreck. And then it came closer, and it leaned down. It leaned in, and mind you, this thing is running beside my car the whole time. And it stuck its head in my window, and it grabbed hold of my door. But this thing was leaning in my window, and it was looking right at me. And it seemed like that it curled its lips back. And I know it snarled at me, but I don't really remember hearing it. All I could hear was the sound of my engine. And it breathed on me. Seemed like I could smell blood and maybe decaying flesh as it breathed on me. It was horrible. And I thought I was dead. I thought this was the end of me. I thought I was a goner. I thought I was a dead man for sure. And just about that time, the curve ended, and I came into a straightaway. And I just hit the gas and pushed it to the floor. And I took out a line. I took my eyes off of it, and I looked ahead. And out of the corner of my eye, I saw it lose a grip on my car door, and I saw it snails rake across the top of my door. And its head disappeared from my window. And as I drove away from it, as I pulled away from it, I looked in the rearview mirror, and I could see it getting smaller and smaller as it began to slow down.
I absolutely believe that he saw something. You could hear it in his voice. He's panicking, he's breathing heavily, and it's like he's re-encountering some traumatic experience. Have you ever heard that audio recording before?
for a missing person search in Yellowstone. The ranger who recorded this was found days later, barely alive. His camera shows something following him through the backcountry for days.
A homeowner states that a dogman-like creature has been lurking around
Definitely
his
ain't
property
fake.
in the middle of the night. One night, he finally gets it on video. The man's dog.
I'm gonna switch from this video to this one. We'll finish that
You're about to learn how
some
to
other
fully
time.
translate your videos into any language in just a few.
Number 15. These residents captured an actual witch on camera hovering right in their
Still picking
driveway, shared by YouTuber Madisy ENT. The footage was taken at around 3 in the morning. Watch closely above the vehicle.
Baby. Baby, come on, see. Baby, baby. The him. He's on. What's
the?
The mysterious being drifts for a moment, and all you can see is its glowing eyes and wild hair.
That's a
and then it does
wee
this.
bit creepy, chat.
Whether this was a witch or not, I think it was important to run away. My advice to this YouTuber would be to put as much space between you and this thing as possible. Number 14. Our next entry reunites us with Dark Ghost, a Russian paranormal investigator who has encountered some truly terrifying entities. However, this latest video quite possibly takes the cake. In what he himself describes as the scariest house he has investigated, an email with coordinates brought Dark Ghost to the location in question. According to the message's text, the girl who sent it claimed an elderly couple once resided there and experienced countless disturbing occurrences, mainly from the home's basement. Among them were unexplained noises, including full conversations and something attempting to open the basement from below. After the couple passed, the home was inherited by their relatives.
Well, I
However,
can't
they refused
wait to get
move
my
in,
haircut.
and the home has been abandoned ever since. Dark Ghost's investigation starts off quiet, and he states he hasn't experienced anything, and it is already reaching 11:30 p.m. He then proceeds to set up stationary cameras, and that is when the activity starts. Not long after he leaves the room, the static cam witnesses a glass move on its own. Sliding close to the edge of the shelf it is on, none of the other glasses are disturbed, and it wasn't knocked by anything, as it wouldn't slide in such a manner if it were. It is
What?
almost as if something is either pushing or pulling it. It is then tipped off the edge and breaks. Dark Ghost was in the middle of explaining to his camera what he did when he heard the glass break, and that's when things get really crazy. Without warning, the entire house begins to aggressively shake, enough to send bricks collapsing from the ceiling. This lasts only a few seconds before ending just as suddenly. Dark Ghost, while stunned, thankfully is uninjured and moves in to assess the damage. As he is inspecting the kitchen, where the static camera is, he is startled by what sounds like a floorboard being pushed up, followed by several loud bangs from the other room. They sound either like a fist pounding against a wall or floor, or very heavy footsteps, but it is difficult to tell. Inspired by what has happened, Dark Ghost decides to start an EVP session in an attempt to communicate with whatever is there.
Was there something in that corner there?
He starts by asking if anyone from the spirit world is present, and despite receiving no immediate answer, eventually the device comes back with "Help us." He continues to press for the entity
Excuse
to
me.
identify itself, and soon after it responds with, We've been trapped. When asked where, it responds, he trapped us down here. Earlier, when Dark Ghost heard the floorboard move, it has been covered in rubble. It again requests help and asks Dark Ghost to open the basement. However, 30 seconds after this request, something else appears to come through and say, "Don't open it," followed by, "They're lying." Clearly, there are multiple spirits communicating, each with contradicting requests. After several more requests to open the basement, an entity replies with a chilling phrase, "I will deliberately eat your heart."
Я сейчас, друзья, специально...
EVE Online is a...
By now, it is clear one of the entities there has malicious intent
I
against
need to
Dark
fix
Ghost,
my
and while
words.
he initially states he will not open the basement, and receiving some talk back as a result, curiously gets the better of him, and he decides to lift the floorboard and venture down. At first, he attempts to use an RC car fitted with a camera, but unfortunately the camera battery dies. Despite his better judgment, he ventures down himself. After a few minutes of crawling without incident, he stumbles across a small bone in the dirt. As he takes a closer look, a sudden noise as if something hitting metal can be heard in front of him. At the same moment, on his static camera, left a hole to the basement, a shadow figure can be seen against the cupboards in the kitchen. As it vanishes, he emerges and claims to have heard hissing from below. As he is working to get the boards back in place, a very loud hiss sends him rushing out of the hole. This proves to be all he can take, and all for his safety, he returns the board to the floor and decides to leave it for the night. Something in the home clearly wants out, and to cause harm, but one must wonder who the other poor soul trapped with it is, willing to warn others not to fall for the lies the other spirit says. Number 13. These ghost hunters in Texas capture a rare paranormal sighting on their night vision camera. I'm willing to bet you didn't see this on the first try, so I'll tell you where to look. Check out the grassy section and you'll see a small black ball cross the road. They don't see anything else for a while, and then the strange black dot comes back only to disappear again. I was thinking it could be some kind of wildlife until it literally vanishes from sight, which obviously no living creature should be able to do.
Are you aiming down that way?
Mm-hmm.
So we went across the room. You see that little light thing with that reflector on the left?
Number 12. If you've heard wailing in an abandoned building, would you investigate?
Excuse me.
Published in April of 2021, these adventurers soon find they're not alone after all. While in a stairwell, they hear a sound upstairs and chase it down. They find no one in the hallway, but do find this strange barrier blocking their path. They ignore it and continue forward. After searching for a time, someone comes racing out of one of the rooms.
Oh yeah, chase it.
They
That's
chase the
smart.
figure, but when they get up the next flight of stairs, he has disappeared. After searching this floor for a while, to no avail, they hear this voice. Where is it coming from, and whose is it? Though they attempt to chase it down, they never do find out, so I guess for now it will remain a mystery. Number 11. Justin White and his friends sneak into the abandoned LA Zoo, which is supposedly one of the most haunted places in the entire city. It's too dark to see much, but they seem to be followed by strange sounds that are getting progressively closer. By the end of the video, it really does seem as though something is right on them.
Oh my god!
Christ! What the? Hear that? Actually hear that?
I just felt something on my arm, like I'm not even joking. Okay.
We're leaving. Dunzo.
Oh my god, Dunzo.
Twigs snap underfoot just behind them. It couldn't have been one of them because everybody in the group is standing completely still on camera when it happens. Oh, and there's another piece of evidence that makes me think this zoo really might be haunted. They managed to capture a soft voice on camera that they later enhanced for clarity. It sounds like a girl's voice and she seems to have a clear warning. Number 10.
This is not like your regular staircase. This is not like where you can look directly all the way to the first floor.
A man knows his apartment building has a ghost in the stairwell.
It's a creepy place.
Somebody saved me.
He nods politely at someone going downstairs. Time passes and then he notices something strange.
I haven't heard of Mexico. That's the weird thing.
He saw someone enter, he heard them go down the steps, and yet they never leave.
Hello?
More weird sounds is the only response he gets. He seems like a different person in a video update 6 months later, much more cautious, like a lot has happened to him in the time since.
Creepy things have been happening here. And I know this place is definitely haunted.
We have got to the point where literally anybody can build a fully working app without knowing how to code.
This is where things get weird in a creepy way. The door he just came through is now open, and downstairs is a dark space that suddenly clears up.
Oh, crap.
What is that?
Oh.
I gotta look at that. That was a shadow figure.
When he goes to where the alleged shadow figure was, nothing's there. Here it is one more time, zoomed in at 22 seconds. I might see a small figure, but help me decide if it's paranormal or just my imagination. Number 9. It's early in the morning when somebody wakes up on the wrong side of the bed, and I mean that literally. The silhouette of a hand silently beckons beneath his brother's bed. The uploader of this video says the creepy shadow hand appeared one morning without warning and that it's real. I guess he was too afraid to go under the bed and find out what it was because the video ends then and there. Can't say I blame him. Hopefully somebody is holding their arm over the bed to create an illusion with their shadow.
Yeah, I was gonna say, it's probably just a shadow.
Otherwise, this is just beyond creepy. Number 8. I need to include this video because I've never come across a paranormal video before with such an even split between people saying that it's absolutely fake and so obviously real. Some people are certain that this is the legitimate ghost of a child, and others are sure that this is special effects, light reflections, and a plastic bag, and a host of other non-paranormal explanations. As for me, I think that I probably would have noticed something that large moving out of the corner of my eye, so I think it could be fake, but then again, I can't say for sure unless I was there myself. Maybe the camera recorded something that was not discernible by the naked eye. Number 7. This poltergeist decided to fix himself a
I'll be right back, Joe.
sandwich. Let's see how well he did.
Oh, deck shit. Itches.
If your browser looks anything like mine used to, 20 tabs open, multiple windows, and emails.
Well, I need to get an ad blocker.
Was this poltergeist craving an afternoon snack? We don't have to guess on this one, because the YouTuber notes in his description that this is fake. Still, the clip was, in my opinion, more or less entertaining. Number 6. The Stones River Paranormal Team is investigating a haunted courthouse in Tennessee when something truly bizarre happens. One of them is talking about how cold her hands feel when all of a sudden... One of the double doors leading to the bathroom unlocks and swings shut. The team tries to recreate the situation to see if it's just a loose hinge or a faulty lock, but this doesn't seem to be the case at all. The door has no problem staying open for the rest of the night and doesn't shut again. Long before this particular room was remodeled, it was used as a prison for captured Union soldiers. During the Civil War, it only makes sense that paranormal activity would occur in this historic corner of the courthouse. Number 5. Some property owners just can't let go. Posted by Sour Sweet Gone to the Ghosts subreddit. The previous owner of this restaurant makes his jealousy known. The security footage shows some employees behind the counter at the restaurant, preparing some paperwork. No customers are present, and that's probably a good thing. Suddenly, a framed picture on the wall falls straight down onto the one below it and flips over onto the floor. One of the workers literally throws his hands into the air while the other jumps, covering her mouth in astonishment. According to the Redditor, the picture that fell was an award for the new owner's restaurant. Is the previous owner sore about their success? Some of the comments suggest the nail or wall fastening fell out or broke, but the Redditor has an answer for that and says the nail was still in the wall and the way it was hung made falling on its own seem unlikely. So what do you think? Broken nail or jealous ghost? I think that's a pretty fair explanation about the nail, so I'm definitely leaning on the side of the paranormal.
Probably.
Number 4. While visiting Old Smoky Mountain Cemetery, YouTube crew the G-Team Paranormal are quickly met with paranormal activity.
I've seen these people before.
On their paranormal device.
Right there. Wow. This is incredible.
And that reading becomes more distinct.
This video's almost done.
I think that almost looks like a third person.
Excuse me, chat.
Congregating next to their headstones.
Someone's standing next to the headstone.
Right next to the headstone, yes.
Reading on it or something.
Although the camera doesn't pick it up clearly, the ladies hear footsteps approaching.
She hears footsteps crunching. Hope it ain't a bear coming. Ooh. I did.
Then, while in their vehicle, the car's reverse sensor is triggered, but there's no one behind them.
What?
What the hell?
I don't know. What is going on? It's sensing something behind us.
No.
Probably because there's something behind you.
There's a mysterious whisper in the darkness here, though. And before they know it, they've picked up a hitchhiking spirit.
Made me want to come here. Oh, why did all my just fall? My up here on my visor just kind of flew down. What the hell?
Patty even seems to spot one on the road.
Oh. Whoa, I'm not even gonna back up. There was somebody standing back there in a white shirt. I'm not even kidding you. And I thought, I can't, I'm not gonna back up, guys. I can't.
I didn't see anything, but something strange is definitely going on here. Whether a spirit has attached or not is anyone's guess. Number 3. A strange white mist in a messy living room in San Francisco has the YouTube community crying paranormal. Whatever this is, it seems like it heads into the light and then abruptly disappears. I've seen a lot of paranormal CCTV videos, and I've never seen anything that looks or moves like this before. It can't be dust because it has 2 separate parts that move as one. So tell me what you think this is. A real ghost or something else completely different? Number 2. Lalo Escalante is a Mexican paranormal investigator. At the beginning of December 2020, Lalo and his team investigated an abandoned house in Culiacan, Mexico. Right at the beginning of this video, a couple of orbs can be spotted as the camera is showing the exterior. While they could be dismissed as dust particles, other such specks can be seen all around. The trio soon ascends to the top floor, where they spot yet another terrifying presence.
Es que de aquí se puede ver la alberca perfectamente.
Below them, in the courtyard, they spotted the figure and heard the noises. They again see something staring at them. It then quickly ducks behind a wall, out of sight. They all rush down to investigate, but whatever was there has vanished. They never found what was spying on them, but it is safe to say it didn't want them there, and definitely succeeded in sending them hightailing it back to safety. I've got a challenge for you. Since you've made it this, because I can follow this home in Bethel out. Number 1. This home in Bethel, Washington, has been overtaken by an evil force that refuses to go away. Paranormal experts from all over the world have been baffled by their findings, like this team for example. First, motion sensors repeatedly detect movement in areas where nothing is visible to the eye. What's especially weird is how the tripwires stop beeping whenever the investigators are near. Grunts, growls, and strange laughter echo throughout the house as well. Here's an example of the same laugh caught on multiple cameras.
You maybe direct it a little bit better.
No. You maybe direct us what better?
All of the noises sound like they are the right distance away in each shot, so this is probably real.
Alright, watch this one.
A woman is out for a walk along a quiet wooded trail, casually filming as she lets her Labrador lead the way. At first, everything seems normal.
Have I seen
the dog
this?
keeps pulling hard toward the trees, far more focused than usual. She laughs it off, assuming it's just a scent. But the way the dog keeps stopping and staring makes her turn the camera toward the woods.
Come on, Bruce. What's up? Come on. Come on. Oi. Come on. Bruce. Come on.
Oh, ow. What?
Just
That's
inside the
good.
tree line, something can be seen standing in the shadows. It's faint and easy to miss, but the shape looks distinctly human. The woman doesn't notice it at the time and continues walking. Moments later, when the dog pulls again and she films the same area, the figure appears once more. this time slowly slipping behind a nearby tree, as if trying to avoid being seen. The movement doesn't look like an animal. It's slow and deliberate. The woman later spotted the figure while reviewing the footage frame by frame, and paired with the dog's sudden, intense reaction, many viewers believe whatever was watching her was aware of her presence and chose to stay hidden. But what do you think? Kyle shares another disturbing update from inside his home. This time, it's not the familiar sound of children's voices coming from the attic. Something else has started
Dude,
happening.
I don't know if I've
Kyle
seen
says that
this
over
or
the past
not.
few nights, he's been seeing shadows moving just out of the corner of his eye. But every time he turns to look directly at them, they're gone. One night, when the shadow appears again, Kyle decides to turn on his camera, hoping to finally catch whatever it is. Watch closely.
Take my hands at G. Yeah, those cats are like, nope.
As the camera records, a voice can be heard, and it unmistakably sounds like a child. Now, when shadow movement is followed by disembodied voices, many people believe it could mean whatever is present is becoming more aware of the person living in the home. And when those voices sound like a child, it raises even more questions. Some believe spirits mimic children to appear harmless. Others think these voices could be residual sounds, replaying moments tied to the house's past. Kyle's friends believe this is the same presence he's been dealing with all along, now no longer confined to places like the attic or basement. They think it's moving freely through the house, but others aren't
That'll have your house blessed.
They think the shadows suggest something else entirely. So the question is, are the shadows and the voice connected? Or has something new entered the house, slowly making itself known? Either way, whatever's happening here doesn't seem like it's going to stop anytime soon. This footage was recorded late at...
Alright, chat, that's gonna be it for tonight. We'll finish this video and that other one maybe tomorrow or some other time. I hope you have a blessed night. God bless y'all. Jesus loves you. Peace.